Good morning, class 8th. Let's continue with chapter 8, cell structure and functions. Our topic is cell, means basic structure of a life. Today we are going to discuss about parts of a cell. A cell has mainly three parts: cell membrane, cytoplasm and nucleus. In this page you all have seen there. One moment, I am telling you this one. There are three mainly parts to the cell: cell membrane, cytoplasm and nucleus. First topic is cell membrane or plasma membrane. It is outer covering parts of a cell. It separates one cell from other cell. For illustration, a room in which we are living separates from other rooms by its boundary wall. Here, cell membrane or plasma membrane also separates one cell to another. Same works as boundary wall in the rooms, and cell membrane also done here same functions as a boundary wall. It is also known as selectively permeable membrane because it allows the entry and exit of only selected substances into and out of the cell. So it is known as the selectively permeable membrane. Second part is cytoplasm. Before that, I am telling you of, in this page you will see one activity is there. In this activity, to observe onion peel cells under a compound microscope. Compound microscope is a type by which we can see the all tiny substances which we cannot see from our naked eye. So onion peel is there, and one moment I am telling you this one. Okay, in this part, onion peel as seen under a microscope. When it's seen under a microscope, highly magnified view of onion peel cells are in the B number diagram. Onion peel cells represent plant cells. Onion is we are getting the onion with help of the plants, so it represents to the plant cells. Like onion, other plants and made up of cells also. Other plants are also made up of cells. To observe cells from the second activity, in here you all have seen there is a two activity in the book, in this page number, this one. To observe cells from inner lining of chick. What is chick? It is a body parts of our human beings and other beings also, but this chick is related to our body parts. On our face, chick represent, and when inner parts of the chick we are seeing by help of the magnified glass, then we will see to this type diagrams of that. In activity 2 you all have seen human chick cells. Okay, now another page. There is a one science notes are there. This one. In this one telling the cell wall in plants contains cellulose which acts as roughage in our diet. In our diet, you know very well, roughage is important parts in our diet because it helps to in digestion, because cellulose helps in digestion. Cellulose cannot be digested by our body. However, it helps in adding bulk to the food. Roughage helps in proper walls movement, therefore plants foods are preferred over animal food. Okay, now second main important parts of the cell is cytoplasm. Cytoplasm, point number 2 in this page you have seen. An aqueous solution present in cell between cell membrane and nucleus. Aqueous solution means jelly-like structure. An aqueous solution present in cell between cell membrane and nucleus is known as the cytoplasm. It is formed, cytoplasm is also formed by something. What do you tell that? It is formed with cytosol, which consists of vitamin, minerals and so on. These are many cytoplasmic bodies as mitochondria, Golgi bodies, lysosomes and so on. These are called cell organelles. We will discuss these all organelles after this class. Now their point number 3 is main points in same page, nucleus. By the names you all understood what is the nucleus. In the previous class I taught you all the nucleus is a main organelles into the cell. It is the most important component of living cells. Without nucleus, cell cannot live. It will die. Nucleus is a large and spherical structure present in all cells. Because all the genetic materials present in it. In animal cells, nucleus present in center of the cell, whereas in plant cell, it present in near to the plasma membrane. Due to large vacuoles, nucleus consists of 4 parts. Nucleus also, not a single nucleus, it also consists, means it is formed with 4 parts. First number is nuclear membrane. In same page you have seen at the last nuclear membrane. I am showing you all. One moment. This one. Okay. Nuclear membrane. Nucleus is just like a cell. Cell is separated from other cells with help of cell membrane. So nucleus is also separated from the cytoplasm with help of the nuclear membrane. So first part of the nucleus is known as the nuclear membrane. This membrane is also porous and allow the movement of certain selected materials between the cytoplasm and the nucleus. Now, the second part of the nucleus is nucleoplasm. The dense fluid present in the nucleus is called the nucleoplasm. The jelly-like structure in the cell is known as the cytoplasm. So, same aqueous solution means jelly-like structure in the nucleus is known as the nucleoplasm. Now, next point is nucleolus. It is a small spherical body present inside the nucleus. It is also the spherical body present in nucleus and it is rich in RNA, ribonucleic acid. Okay, now next point, think and remember. Answer is not there, but question is put it here. You all just listen the answer because ma'am explained this topic earlier also before 1-2 minutes. What would happen if there is no nucleus in the cell? You all have answer, I know, because without nucleus cell cannot live, it will die. D. Chromosomes. Now, what is chromosomes? Some fine thread-like structures are suspended in the nucleoplasm. Internal parts of the structure, jelly-like structure of the nucleus, internal parts of the nucleus are known as the nucleoplasm. Some fine thread-like structures found in the nucleoplasm, that fine thread-like structure is known as the chromosomes. These are called chromatin. Firstly, it is known as the chromatin, and when the cell is mature, then cell is going to divide and make a daughter cells. During dividing the cells, it condenses. What condenses? Chromatin condenses, means collect together and make a chromosomes. So this is known as chromosomes. Genes are responsible for passing genetic characteristics from the parent to offspring. Offspring means baby. Genes are responsible for passing genetic characteristics from the parents to the offspring due to the chromosomes, due to the genes. It is present into the nucleus. Functions of the chromosomes. The nucleus controls all metabolic activities of the cell. Metabolic activities means protein synthesis, food synthesizing to the food. That is metabolic activities. The nucleus controls all the metabolic activities of the cell. It is the main function of the nucleus. It is responsible for passing genetic characteristics from the parents to the offspring. If a person has brown eyes, his son and daughter may also have brown eyes. If a woman has curly hair, her son or daughter may also have curly hair. However, different combinations of genes from parents may result in different characteristics. Now, you know one main point is there again. Nucleus and cytoplasm are together called protoplasm. In the structure, I am just going to show this one. Nucleus and cytoplasm are together called protoplasm. Both are combined to each other and make a protoplasm. This structure is known as the protoplasm. Nucleus and cytoplasm. Protoplasm is living content of the cell. This one the diagram you all have seen in your book also, and in this diagram you will study only in this today's class only the nucleus, cell membrane and cytoplasm. After another organelles we will discuss in next class, because that all the organelles are the important to know you all. It is give you beneficial in your next class also. So ma'am will explain these all topics gradually. First number is a plant cell. In plant cell you all have seen here, one moment, this one the vacuole. Cell sap means vacuole is there, and you know plant cell has a large vacuole because it contains many types of large amount of foods, so minerals, etc. So it has a large vacuoles, but in the animal cell this vacuole is small, not always present in animal cell. When it required, then it present, and after that it is not present in the cell. So I am telling you, after that a boundary wall in the cell. This one the boundary wall you all have seen. This one the thick boundary wall here in the plant cell. But in the animal cell there is a thin boundary wall, because in the plant cell boundary wall made with two thick lining of the cells. First, inner side of cells is known as the inner parts of the cells is known as the plasma membrane, and the outer parts of the cell is known as the cell wall. Cell wall is not present in the animal cell. Okay. Now after that, yellow like structure, jelly like structure you all have seen here in the plant cell and animal cell both. This jelly like structure is known as the cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is all the chemical reactions of the cell occur in the cytoplasm. Means cell done all the activities, all the works performed in the cell in the cytoplasm, because all the organelles present into the cytoplasm and they all organelles perform their own works particular in this cytoplasm. Plant cell, animal cell both have the cytoplasm. Yellow jelly like structure, not yellow means in this diagram it is, you all have seen here yellow like structure, that is the jelly like structure known as the cytoplasm. Okay dear, you all understood in today's class about the three parts of the cell. Main is the cell membrane and cytoplasm and the nucleus. I will discuss about the nucleus in the next class also, because whenever I will start tomorrow or day after tomorrow, then it is compulsory to start from the nucleus, and with diagram I will explain you all. Okay, all of you, bye bye.